Well, it took some growing pains, but the state of North Carolina says its HOPE program is now awarding rent and utility payments to vulnerable families in just a matter of about 20 to 25 days. Now, the state says a lot of people are eligible for this help, but they don't even realize it. Even so, the Apartment Association of North Carolina believes NC HOPE is overlooking some people and is now calling for some reform. Here's WCNC Charlotte's Nate Morabito asking, where's the money?
The director overseeing the HOPE program bristled at the Apartment Association's recent criticism, telling us more than 30,000 landlords gladly cashed their checks without complaint. Rick Howe's application,
they said 2 to 6 weeks,
was an early casualty of North Carolina's newly created HOPE program.
5 months to wait for more than $7,000?
I know it sounds crazy, Todd.
5 months later,
from the first round, we are lightning fast.
Office of Recovery and Resiliency Director Laura Hogshead says the program, now in its second round of funding, has evolved into one of the most efficient in the country.
It has saved people from eviction. It has saved people from spreading COVID. And we hear every day from grateful landlords and grateful families about what a difference this has made in their lives.
No surprise, she's taken aback by new criticism.
I wish they would have reached out to us with concerns.
They, in this case, is the Apartment Association of North Carolina, an organization that's touting a new survey as cause for reform. A survey that garnered the responses of just 17 property management workers.
I don't think it is a fair extrapolation on general satisfaction with the HOPE program.
For some, 17 does not seem like a large number, but you have to remember that property managers, they are one individual, but they have a number of properties across the state.
Janae Moore is Government Affairs Director for the AANC.
There are some gaps, and those gaps deserve to be brought to the forefront.
Moore says a third of those who participated, many in eligible counties, reported waiting at least 2 months for the state to deliver HOPE money. Half said they're not satisfied with the program. She says the AANC wants to see the rules change so landlords can ask for HOPE funding on behalf of their tenants, and so they can use the money to cover the high cost of abandoned apartments, units renters moved out of before applying for aid or before landlords could take action.
It's now time to move it a little bit forward and figure out who else was left behind under the initial wave of support.
The landlord can't ask, and that's Treasury's rule. That is not something that we've made up.
Hogshead says unlike the first round when the state invented the program, oversight for the second round comes from Washington, and those regulations require renters to apply for the money, not their landlords.
Those are federal rules that I can't change. And so I'd be happy to talk to them about that. I think there's a more productive way to have this conversation.
Hogshead says HOPE money can be used to cover abandoned apartments, but only if a renter applies for it and requests it, meaning it's completely out of a landlord's hands. Nate Morabito, WCNC Charlotte.